Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We're gonna spend a little bit of time in my basement today. So I know that this is kind of like a weird place for me to start the video, but we're gonna do some toy decluttering. And by some, you guys are gonna see it's actually like a lot. There's a lot of work to be done. If you're new to my channel, then I just wanna say hi, I'm Kayla. I have two kids. I have an almost 5-year-old and an almost 3-year-old. And so one of my hobbies apparently is just buying the kids toys. And as a result, we have accumulated a crap ton of stuff, let's just say that. So before the holidays, we need to do just a complete declutter. The kids have outgrown a bunch of toys. I do a lot of toy rotation videos here on my channel. If you want to check those out, I'll leave them down below in the description box. So the way that I have the toys set up is I've got like a lot of the toys on the main floor of the house, and then the toys that aren't being used, I keep in the basement, and then we keep like switching them out and rotating them so that they are new and fresh, and every once in a while bring out toys that the kids haven't seen in a while. Keeps things exciting, but the solution that I have down in the basement right now is atrocious. So I'm gonna keep this intro short and sweet. Let's go down there. Let me show you what we're gonna work with. It's pretty bad. So let's keep this a judgment-free zone, okay? This is the state of the toys here in the basement, my friends, okay? This has, again, been just years in the making, things that get brought down here, then the kids never play with again, or things that I keep and then forget that's here. So there's a lot of stuff. So my goal for today's video is to go through everything, organize it, and then we are gonna take, look, there's more stuff over here, just so you know. There's more toys here. So Joe already started assembling some of the shelving that we got at Lowe's. So I have this one, and then I'm gonna have 3 other ones, or 2 other ones. If I need more, then I can go and get more. But we're gonna probably line those up against the wall there. And then that way, I'll have like a nice place to put some of this stuff, because again, we've done a lot of different toy rotation processes. Like at one point I put a bunch of different bins together, and then I was like, well, I'll bring this bin out for week 1 and then this bin out for week 2, and it just didn't end up happening like that. So now I'd like to get things, first of all, again, purge a lot of it, donate a lot of it, but then what's left, I want to have it like nicely organized on these shelves so that when it does come time to rotate the toys, I can see at a glance exactly what we have and be like, oh, look, Jackson might want to play with this car, you know, in this rotation, or with this puzzle set. So hopefully that'll make my life a little bit easier. And obviously, like I can't even walk down here, it's so bad. So we've got a lot of work cut out for us, and by us I mean me, because I'm the one doing it. But at least you can maybe watch me and maybe get inspired if you also have to go through toys. There are quite a few things that we will be keeping, and so like there are some really good quality toys here. So I'm definitely not going to donate everything, but whatever I am going to keep, I want to either set up out on the shelves or maybe just, you know, have like a better container system for it. So I figured that now with the holidays right around the corner, this is the perfect time to do some decluttering and organizing of toys. The kids are going to be getting new toys now in December for Christmas, but then also their birthdays are in December. So every holiday season, it's like an influx of new toys. So we're going to part with some stuff, and then hopefully that gets into the hands of, you know, some kids for the holidays too. And so if your house or basement area looks even like a fraction of like what this looks like, I hope that maybe again this video will just get you motivated to do a little bit of decluttering and donate some stuff that's just been sitting around. So I'm gonna put you guys on the tripod for most of this. I'm gonna get started. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go through some of this stuff and just at a glance figure out if there's stuff that immediately I know that I want to keep, like stuff that I'm like, no way am I going to donate this. The kids love it, they still play with it, and those things I'll probably start putting up on the shelf just so I can like have a visual. And then slowly we'll go like going through some of these bins and then making donation piles and making, you know, piles of things that, you know, I know that we're gonna keep. Like for example, one of the things that I know for sure I'll keep, and sorry, the air is like starting to blast now. One of the things for sure we'll be keeping is this Love Every Block set. It's one of my favorite things to have for the kids. So that I'm gonna put up here, and then we'll go organizing, you know, as we go doing this process. But then the other thing I have to do at the same time is like find the pieces of toys that go together. Like this over here, this is a Blippi excavator. Where is Blippi? He is nowhere to be found. So as we go, you know, organizing, then I'll find Blippi, and then I can put like the pieces that go together with each toy together and kind of keep them, you know, in one spot. So yeah, that's gonna be my life for the next couple days. I highly doubt that I'll get this all done in one day, but you guys can tag along, and I hope you guys enjoy it. very quickly been able to go through, just like glancing, scanning the room, and like picking out like the top toys. Like these are probably like the toys that the kids play the most with or ask about, or that I feel like they're good quality toys that I wouldn't want to get rid of. So I feel like that was a good place to start, because if it wasn't like one of the, oh my gosh, like we absolutely need to keep it, now everything else is kind of like in that, you know, well, maybe we can consider donating it. Maybe we don't need it that badly. But then realistically, this is going to be like the harder part. Oh, like now, like again, I'm sure I missed stuff. Like I'm seeing stuff now at this angle where I'm like, oh wait, no, Riley likes to play with that still. So there's still going to be a few more things that I will add here. And again, I have 2 more shelves of things that I'm going to be able to keep and store, but I'm just trying to make my life easier in terms of like those decisions of what's going to be donated, what's not going to be donated, because that's where it's like mentally taxing, you know what I mean? Like having to figure that all out. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then I think what I might also do is I've got a bunch of like old pamper boxes, like diaper boxes and wipes boxes, and I'm gonna try to start putting toys in there. That way it'll be easy for Joe to just like take them, like those things in there, and like donate them. We can get rid of them, or I don't know, maybe I'll put some up on my community page and ask people if they want anything. It's just, like I always say, it's always harder that way, and it takes longer to get rid of stuff. But anyway, the point is we'll have done the stuff that for sure we want to keep. Then there will be stuff that for sure, like very easily, like McDonald's toys, you know, like those trinkety things that end up here too, like mixed in, stuff that I know for sure we can donate. And then everything that's left is kind of like the middle, like the harder decision. So trying to get some of the easy stuff done. And if there's anything like quickly, easily that we can get out of the house, that'd be great. Like Joe's upstairs right now watching the Bama football game, and maybe during halftime I'll have some boxes that I can just put in his truck and tell him to go donate, and then that way we'll have, you know, some more space down here. Alright, so again, it's a little loud because the air is going, but we're starting to make some progress down here. I'm very happy about that. I'll flip the camera around now to show you where we're at. But like I told you guys when I did my closet declutter, I've been trying to look at a lot of these things that I'm donating. Like, maybe the kids could still use it, but also maybe another child could use it. Another child who has far, you know, fewer toys, and you know, someone who's actually going to genuinely enjoy it. Like there were some like little Mickey Mouse figurines that, like, would Jackson play with them? Probably, but is there probably like another kid who's like obsessed with Mickey Mouse right now that would love that more than Jackson? Probably. So letting things go like that, because Jackson's not like in a stage right now where that's like his favorite thing. So that's what the shelf looks like right now. And ultimately I hope to, like, once I have all 3 shelves, like organize things by category so that when I'm doing the toy rotation it just makes better sense. But for now we have, like, you know, a filled up shelf. This whole box was something that somebody had passed on to us, and then we're gonna pass it on to someone else now too. So that's gonna go. And then yes, there's a lot of stuff back there that, like, the reason why there's a lot of bins back there is because number one, I keep our Love Every box like sets. Some of them are in like the actual Love Every brown boxes, but some of those bins are the Love Every sets that I just hold on to in case of, you know, another child in the future or something like that, or if I want to give them to a family member. Like, again, I always say those are really great quality toys, so I never really part with those. So that's what a lot of that kind of stuff is. Like, we also have like inflatable pools, I think, in both of those black bins. In this bin, I have one of those like play mats, like one of those baby play mats. I don't know if anybody remembers the Nemo play mat that Jackson used to do tummy time on, that I've kept, but I'm probably gonna donate that too. So I still have a lot of work to do. And on this side too, there's still quite a few things that I have to like go through. And then the hard part is that, you know, there's bins like this with 500,000 cars. So I have to like sift through them and see which ones we're gonna keep and which ones we'll donate, because does Jackson need this many? Absolutely not. There are a bunch of tiny little trinkety ones like this that we can probably get rid of. So I still have to do that. But right now I do have at least some donations here. So I've got like an old little like rug of Riley's. This is the ball pit that we use. I'm actually gonna donate the ball pit and the balls because I know that there's some kids out there that would love that. And the balls I think are over there. And then just a lot of like cars, this old Mickey Mouse, books. I have a lot of like baby books and puzzles that the kids have just outgrown. I am, for selfish reasons, gonna donate these freaking eggs because I hate these eggs. I end up bringing them out and then I regret it every time because the kids like open them up and then all of the pieces, see, because like there's like 2 sides to every egg and then they all wind up all over the floor. So we're gonna get rid of them. Jackson already knows his colors, so we don't need to keep those. Somebody else can go learn with these. And then I have like a random cooler here that somebody had gifted us one time. I think Nick had just sent it to us. So that is gonna go, but baby steps, right? So at least I can start moving some stuff to the side and make some space here. Alright guys, so it has been like a week since I last stepped foot in this basement. Like I haven't done anything. So today I'm picking up the camera again just to keep going. So we're just gonna get right back to it. I'm thinking I want to move the shelves like where I actually want them to be, which is against that wall. So I'm gonna be just moving things around because I mean right now we've just got 3 shelves here. That doesn't really do me any good. So the idea is that these are gonna be up against the wall and then that's where the toy storage will be so that when we wanna swap out toys, I can get to them. So before I add anything else to the shelves, I think it would be a good idea to just like have everything where I want it to be. And then maybe today we can maybe go through a couple of these bins and just start again purging what we're not gonna keep and go through like the 500 bajillion trillion million, was after trillion, quadrillion, like all of the freaking cars that we have in this house. Like it's just buckets of cars and cars. So maybe we can tackle a little bit of that. I don't know, we will see. But I think first let's do some moving stuff around. Okay, so I'm thinking that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit all 3 shelves here just because I've got this stuff in the corner. Maybe down the road I can add this one on that side, but even if I just have the 2 there, I think that'll be still better than what we had before. This is what I was talking about, I think at some point in the video, just that I've got a lot of the Lovevery like boxes and I still have some in here. A lot of other ones are in these little bins. So that'll be like organization for another day. I don't know that I'm gonna tackle that right now. I have other like random dress up stuff of Riley's, like bows, and then this is baby toys that I keep just in case, you know, if I ever need them down the road. Like this is a bin of toys that I can't get rid of like for baby stuff. So now as I go figuring out what I'm still gonna keep, like this little ramp Jackson would still like. So this is another one of those toys that I'll probably keep and keep in rotation. So I can put that up there. I have to see how I feel about the Polly Pockets. Last week when I started the decluttering process, I went and I asked Riley, like, do you still like your Polly Pockets? You know, is that something you're still gonna play with? And she told me yes, but I don't know if that's how kids are. Like anytime you mention something, they're gonna tell you like, yeah, now I wanna play with it. So I don't know if it's like she's outgrown that already or she still would play with it if she saw it. So I might bring that up in like the next rotation just to see if it's something that she actually plays with. And then if she doesn't interact with it much, then I'll donate those. But yeah, that's good. At least I have some space now. So I'm gonna sit down. This is gonna be probably the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life. I'm gonna sit down, take some cars and start. And this isn't even like all of the cars because I'm sure that there are more cars and other bins and stuff. Let's see if I can get rid of a few. And I don't know, just do something with my life here. Like in all seriousness, I've got like Bluey car, like a random army car. This is a bath toy. I don't know why it's here. I think I'm gonna have to get a bin that's like just for cars. But look at this, this is all cars. These are just more vehicles. We've got a tractor. All right, cool. So this is a good bit of the cars that I found. We still have other ones in other places, I'm sure, plus the ones that are actually upstairs being played with right now. So I'm gonna go through this, do a donation pile, do a keep pile, and see if we can condense this, because this is obviously not necessary. Like, absolutely not. Even though if you ask Jackson, totally necessary. But I'm the one that has to clean them up and stuff, so I can be an adult here and make some decisions. Alright, so whether it looks like it or not, we're donating quite a bit. Everything in this box is what's going to be donated. So, like, I'd say half of, like, the little cars. I still have some bigger trucks that I have to decide what I'm going to do with. But at least for now, we've got half of these little trucks that we'll donate, and little cars and stuff. And then this I'm going to put on the shelf. So these we will put here. I will definitely be grabbing from here. Actually, I'm going to pull out these bigger cars and kind of have them like as standalone cars, like these bigger ones. Figure out how I want to organize things later down the road, but these are the cars that we get to keep. I'm at a point right now where I'm just very overwhelmed by all of the little trinkety things, and like even going through those cars, there are a lot of little trinkety things, and then everything that's left is like just a random collection of things that makes my brain hurt. Like, this is actually a standalone toy, and this is a good one. This is one of the first things that I ever used to get Jackson to color sort when I was working with him on his colors. This was one of the first things that like I use and love this. So I may keep this even now, like as we're working on counting. This is something that he can count, like set up all the little figurines and count them. So I may hold on to that. Then I've got like random, like this is like a little plastic food toy. We've got other food toys, so I don't need to keep this. A random like light up ball. Like, do I need it? No. Would the kids like it because it lights up and it's cool? Yes, but again, do I need it? Probably not. These are great. I've shared these in rotations before, the magnetic toys. So they've got like all these different animals, and you have to find like their head, and you can mix and match them. The kids really like this. I don't know if they would play with it now. Like, they liked it for a long time. Maybe we can, I don't know, set this to the side, because I feel like they've maybe outgrown that. That might be something we can get rid of at this point. But again, I did love it. Maybe Everly would like it. Like, there's some toys here that I'd love to give to my niece, to Everly. But it's like, how do I get them to her? Like every time that we go down to Miami, my car is like jam-packed full of stuff. So I don't know that I have a bunch of space, but I would like to give it to her. So maybe something like that I'll ask her about, see if she wants. Got a million dinos, but this is when I'm gonna start like categorizing things. So like I'll have a bin of dinos like all together instead of like in different places. So I'll set these aside because the kids do still like to play with these. But just some of these random things I'm sure that we can honestly throw away. Like, where does this bowl belong? Like, what toy does this belong to? I have no clue. Tiniest little, I don't know, squishy thing. Like, I literally have no clue. It's not even gonna focus. It's not even worth the focus. Like, it's a stupid little thing that does not belong here. And so that's what I'm finding a ton of. And so that really is escaping in between my legs. All of this stuff is going in the garbage is what I'm trying to say, because I just can't. Like, how does it get like this? Like, it's my fault. I get it like that. I'm the one to blame. But like, you don't really know that it's happening until it's too late, until you're here. You have to film a freaking decluttering video because it's just too much stuff. Alright guys, so it is the next day, and today the kids are doing quiet time, so I have a few minutes to tackle some of just like the more annoying parts of decluttering. So this is the current situation right now. I think we can all agree that, you know, we're getting places, but I still have like a bunch of random little loose toys that I had taken out of bins. This, I don't even know why it's here. This is like Joe's paint by number. We'll have to put it somewhere. I've got some toys I'm gonna try to give to my sister. This bin here still needs to like be gone through. Like I need to go, you see, like just a bunch of random little things that don't belong together. And I have to just figure out, make decisions with what's left here. I also have this giant bin of like characters and figurines. There was a time where the kids would do a lot of little imaginative play and figurine play, and so they all ended up in this giant bin of like, you know, the Disney princesses and Moana and just a bunch of randomness, kind of like with the cars, which, you know, there's another car here. So I have to decide which ones I'm gonna keep and which ones I'll give away. But I do like to have some of these because we'll do sensory play a lot. So if I'm playing with like kinetic sand, like if I'm having the kids do kinetic sand or any kind of sensory activity, you know, it's nice to have some of these animals, and they definitely will still play with some of this. So I'm gonna go through this bin, and then my idea is to, I brought over here like some Ziploc bags and stuff to maybe organize them by category, like all the princesses go together, and then like all the animals, like the jungle animals go together. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that and see if we can make some progress. If you guys are still here, thank you very much. I know that this is like a lot, and for me it has been quite the process. Like, it's been a big project, and one of the reasons why I have put it off for so long, because I haven't been able to obviously do this in one day. It takes a bit of time to like dedicate to coming down here, and it's just a lot. So I know that it needed to be done, and I'm already feeling 1,000 times better, like even with what we've done, but it's just a pain. So I'm not gonna bore you. I'm literally just sifting out like which one of these, like, you know, if there's like 2 of like Belle, do I need 2 Belles? I've got some little Disney princesses, some big ones. I don't need 14 Tianas. I can keep a Tiana, I can keep a Merida, and just kind of not have 5,000 of each. I've got that, like I said, just some more decisions I have to make, finish putting stuff on the shelves. I've got books and puzzles that I want to find a spot for. So there's still work to be done. But anyway, I'm just gonna fast forward you guys for a bit. You guys can watch me sort, and then we'll keep going. Alright guys, it is a few days later and I am finally done with the basement. I am finally done with the toy section. So I'm going to take you guys down there, show you what it looks like now. I'm sure that some things will change from now until Christmas because maybe I'll continue to purge some things, and then definitely around the kids' birthday time and Christmas as they get more toys into the collection. I may then, you know, donate some older ones, make space for the new, but I think that this is still 1,000 times better than what we had before. So quickly, let's do like a little before shot. So I'll show you what this looked like before we did any of the decluttering. And now, my friends, this is the after. So again, just so much tidier, and at least things have a spot. So I'll walk you through kind of what things look like. I still want to get one more shelf, and I think I'll either put it right next to this here or figure something out. But I think we need one more shelf, and then that would give me plenty of space. So I may also go through some of these toys and like rearrange them, like their positioning. Maybe put like all of the cars with the cars. Like we've got some random trucks here, but then there's also some cars there. So I may like categorize them just to make it easier. But for now, this will work. So this is like Jackson's construction truck toy, and then like the accessories I put in the bin with that. Got some more like Duplo blocks. This is a Love Every toy. We've got blocks, the Love Every block set, lacing cards for Riley. More trucks, like I said, their ice cream pretend play set, which they love. And then just an assortment of other toys that I know that the kids will still play with at the moment. This is one of their doctor kits, but like for Christmas, I know that they're gonna get a doctor kit, or it's on their wish list from Santa. So that will probably be swapped out with the new one, and then we'll donate this one. We've got Jackson's stacking car set that he still loves. These pullback cars are some of our favorites. We also have this bin here with some wooden cars and wooden peg people. So this is more for some pretend play. Like I put this random little tent from Love Every and sleeping bags so that the kids can do like a little camping pretend play situation there. And I won't bore you and go through every single one of these, but just more toys that I know the kids will play with. This is their camping set, which I actually have the rest of the camping pieces up on the stairs that I need to bring down here. And for now, I am going to keep this piece of furniture here just because I can use it for some storage. And this used to be like an old TV stand from our Miami house when we were in Homestead. But I'm going to leave it there. And what I did is, this is like a little collection of toys that I'm going to save my sister wants. And then I've got a couple of their board games here. A couple like random things like Jackson's football and basketball. In here I put like a bunch of puzzles. And then I've got the Gabby's dollhouse down here because we swapped it out for the Peppa Pig house, which is in Riley's room. So we don't need all of them out. We've got Lincoln Logs. This over here, like I had said before, is all like baby toys. Toys that the kids don't play with, but that I still want to keep. This is like Riley's OG doll, like vet set that she really likes. And then the rest of the toys are over here. So we've got like a ramp that Jackson likes. This was like one of those big cars themed ramps that I don't bring out all the time because if not, I'd have this huge thing out in the family room, but we'll swap it out every once in a while and he'll get excited about that. This is a Bluey house. We've got Polly Pocket. These are the accessories that go with the Bluey house. We also have like Calico Critters in there. This is one of those OG dolls, which is like the Target version of the, what's it called, American Girl dolls. We don't have any of those because they're super expensive, but we have one OG doll, and then this in this bin there's like more accessories here for the vet set. These are the accessories for the Gabby's dollhouse, so at least everything kind of has its place, which makes me happy. It just makes things a little bit easier so that when I go to rotate toys, at a glance I can be like, all right, this is everything for the Gabby's dollhouse, and then keep everything together. So we're gonna try as much as possible to keep things where they belong. Like this bin is probably the one that has the most likelihood of getting all like mixed up. But in the Ziplocs, I sorted out all of those little figurines that at one point you saw. So in here, this is all like animals, jungle animals for the most part, like random figurines. And then I have another one that's like the Disney princesses. So not animal figurines, but like the princesses and the characters. And then this was like a little SpongeBob, Mr. Potato Head, so random. And then there's little figurines in here for sensory play, for when the kids like play with Play-Doh. And I've got itty bitty little figurines. So they're all together in here, but they each have their separate Ziploc. So that's good. And then I've got more stuff for Jackson here that he still loves, this Cocomelon bus, and then an airplane, a helicopter. This set of blocks was upstairs earlier, and then I brought it down because I swapped it out for something else that Jackson wanted to play with. And then this whole bin is cars, more cars stuff. We got Bluey stuff. I've got dinos, and then there's like little army men in that Ziploc. This was like a whole Mickey camper set, but all the little pieces, like this camping set comes with a whole bunch of loose parts. So I just put everything in that bin since I had space. And then down here, I've got a train track that every once in a while I'll pull out for the kids. And then the sinks, these are like very much played with toys. One is from Love Every, and then this one is from Amazon. They're both good. It's one of those sinks that you fill up with water. You fill up the water like in the bottom piece, and then it continues to recycle the water. So you're not having them like waste all of your water in your real sink. And they can play, they can put their Peppa Pigs in there, they can wash their cars, whatever the heck they want to do. They can do that. And then what else? I have some more girly stuff here for Riley. I've got her Minnie Mouse airplane. This is a Chelsea doll camper. And then this is a Barbie doll tent set with the Barbies inside. So that's really the majority of the toys that the kids are playing with at the moment here on the shelves. And so I just feel so much better now, again, knowing what I have, knowing what their options are. Earlier today, I actually tried to see like how the kids liked it, and I brought them both down here and I was like, all right, you guys can pick a toy from the shelf. They got so excited. It was like kind of like they were shopping at Target, but like they've already seen these toys a million times. But it was nice for them to be able to like now have everything nice and organized. It's not like randomly stuffed in random bins. Everything is nice and presentable. And then they were able to grab something that they wanted to play with. Like today's Friday, it was like a special thing, like let's go pick a toy. So I feel like this is going to be a much better system than what we were working with before in the past. And then it makes my life easier. Like when I do the toy rotations, I can just easily grab stuff, swap stuff out. But then also, like I now can see like where the holes are in terms of the toys that they have to play with. Like Jackson obviously has 5,000 cars. I feel like Jackson has a lot of toys to play with, but Riley, on the other hand, I feel like a lot of the toys that she has left on the shelves, some of them she's kind of outgrown, and we kind of need to bring in some fresh stuff. So now when I see sales or deals on toys, I can be like, all right, I know she doesn't have this. Or maybe she could use like a bead set, like stuff that she doesn't have. Now maybe I can introduce to the collection. But yeah, I'm super happy. I feel like it took forever to do. Definitely took quite a few days and like mental, you know, mental effort to do this, but I think it was well worth it. So that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it motivated you or gave you a little bit of like that push to finally go tackle. Maybe it's not even a toy project. Maybe it's another space in your house that needs some organizing. It doesn't have to be done in one day, okay? Clearly that didn't happen here, but just set aside 10, 15 minutes a day to kind of tackle a space. And I feel like at the end of however many days it takes you, you're gonna feel a lot better. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought. Any feedback is welcome. And just thank you for being here and for watching me do this around my house. So that's it, I'm done. I'm gonna go edit this video and then move on to the next space in my house, which is gonna be like my prepper pantry. I'm excited to share that with you guys. So definitely stick around here. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I share a lot of this kind of toy stuff, mom stuff, lifestyle things, prepping, gardening, literally like all of the things. Just trying to attempt to get my life in order, trying to do the adulting thing, and you guys get to just watch me do it. So I love you. Thank you for being here. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.